Hello. So today's video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you about my experience taking pine flower essence. Pine is a flower essence used for cultivating self-respect. And um yeah, self-respect was pretty deep because self-respect can cause you, if you have a lack of self-respect, it can cause you, like I was experiencing feelings of imposter syndrome and not trusting my own inner authority. And so Pine really helped me uh, transcend that and mitigate that. And it helped me not only be more respectful to myself, but be more respectful to others. Um, it made me a better listener, and it helped me really like listen to people without interrupting and interjecting. And then it also helped me more clearly hear myself from a place of like neutrality instead of like subjectivity and like the inner critic. And it helped me when I was doing work on depedestaling people. Um, there was a moment of like depedestaling like a friend who's no longer like a friend that was displaying toxic masculinity. And I realized that I had put him on a pedestal because I never had a healthy masculine figure in my life growing up. And so I didn't know that this person was a toxic masculine to have in my life at the time of like befriending him and then the 10 years that we were like friends. And so when we had our going of separate ways, um, it just really helped me like understand why I pedestaled him and where that came from. And it helped me be kind to myself in the process, which being kind to yourself is a form of self-respect. When you say like degrading things to yourself, it means you don't respect yourself. And so it helped me be kind to myself and understanding of myself. It helped me be understanding of him while having firm boundaries of respect for myself, but handling him in a way that was respectful. And then even during that time frame, this was like during Mercury retrograde too, which was like all about for me that time was all about internal work and internal communication, how I've been communicating with myself on the inside and how it's been manifesting on the outside, um like turning self-sabotage more into like self like love and like not being so sabotaging on myself, but really like standing in my power was like what that Mercury retrograde was. And there was a point during that retrograde where, and this is when I was taking Pine, where one of my soul siblings told me they needed space from me because I did not have the same views that they had on um what was going on in Palestine at that time. And so it really, really hurt me, but it really like helped me go within and kind of see like what that was bringing up within me. Um, and then I connected the dots with like how she was mirroring back to me like my mother wound and how the mother wound had caused me to kind of pedestal the soul sibling because like yeah, she's doing her own self-healing and self-work. Um, However, I think since I treated her as an elder sister, I pedestaled her a little bit. And it just helped me understand why I did that. And it helped me be nice to myself as I de-pedestaled her and allowed her to be human instead of like holding her to high standards. And it allowed me to respect her need for space while at the same time providing myself the space to introspect. And then when the time came, providing myself to communicate healthily from a place of like self-awareness and integrated self-awareness, how I had felt hurt by how she had distanced herself. I didn't think she had displayed like the healthiest communication. Um, and I felt kind of blindsided in that experience. But it allowed me to handle it in a very like non-reactive way and more from a place of the heart, which anytime you're functioning from the heart, it tends to be more so from a place of self-respect and respecting others instead of from a place of like resentment and animosity and self-hatred, which then causes you to treat others poorly and not respectfully, right? So yeah, I found pine really, really useful for me doing that. And it also helped me in softening to my husband because that was around the time that my husband started flirting with me more, and because we were like in different states at the time because our move caused us to just have to kind of adapt and like me maintain the fort while he maintained the finances basically, with the job that he had in New Mexico when we moved. And it caused me to, instead of like shaming him or deflating him, um, it caused me to be receptive to his flirtation, and it helped me soften and open my heart to where like now when we flirt, it's like I'm a girl in high school and he's a boy in high school, and it's cute. It's chick flicky, and like I'm not beating myself up for letting love in and allowing myself to feel that giddy butterfly feeling in my heart, you know. Because I had been so wounded by people exploiting my heart and my love and my trust in the past, that like I didn't respect myself because I had allowed myself to get so wounded, so I thought. And so because I didn't respect myself, I would treat my husband disrespectfully at times throughout some of our early years in our relationship. And so Pine really helped me dissolve that behavior and keep my heart open and soften to my husband to where I could receive his flirtatious advances and to where we could have more like emotional intimacy and sexual intimacy, without me feeling like without me feeling like acting from a place of wounding and then causing me to lash out and be disrespectful to him because I like looked down on myself. So Pine was really helpful in neutralizing and turning around some of those things that had been going on within me at that time. Um, my husband took Pine also. I'm not sure how it worked for him. Maybe I'll talk to him and then do another video on it. I don't know. We'll see. And then also at that time, it was really helpful in helping me understand how much I was allowing myself to self-compare and how all the self-comparison I was doing at that time, leading up to that time, actually, it'd been years and years of self-comparing, was causing me to have like imposter syndrome, and it was causing me to like invalidate my own experience. Like there was a point where like I thought I couldn't talk about marriage, even though I'm married. Because I didn't respect myself enough and my experience enough to talk about it. Or there was like a point where like I felt like I couldn't write poetry about being a woman and having a pussy, um, because I didn't respect myself enough to see my experience as valid and of benefit to share with people. I felt like I had to share everybody else's experience and I would minimize myself because I didn't respect myself. And then Pine helped me work that out as well, to where I finally was able to sit down and start writing poetry about my experience as a woman. And then I was able to just like write and record a lot of content on topics that I didn't used to have the confidence to write or talk about because I was busy comparing myself to others and playing small. And then like with Pine, like halfway through the bottle, I was able to like start recording content and writing and not comparing myself as much, and celebrating my wins. Like I remember I went to a museum and I saw the beautiful painting, the poppy painting by Georgia O'Keeffe. And then I went and did a poppy painting, not the same one as hers. It was like a little poppy tutorial on YouTube. And in the past, I would have like disrespected it and be like, "Ugh, it's crap, I don't like it, blah, blah, blah. It's not good enough." I would have compared it to someone else. And I was like, "Oh, it came out pretty cute. I kind of want to frame it, you know?" So yeah, that's how pine showed up as benefit to me and my experience with pine flower essence. Um, Hopefully this video was helpful. And oh yeah, it also helped me it helped me see where I had been kind of like muting my truth, trying to be accepted by others because I didn't think what I had to say mattered as much as what they had to say. And then I was like kind of diluting the medicine that is speaking my truth and my voice. That was the other thing Pine helped with as well. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. Please leave me a comment and let me know how you have experienced flower essences in your life. If you've taken pine, I'd love to hear about it. I love hearing about flower essences and their healing capabilities in another person's life. And thank you so much. Be well. Aho.